Hello. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. It's time for ChubbyRay Comics Live. I am your host, ChubbyRay. What's going on, everybody? How are you? You guys ready for a good show? I know I am. I am ready to do the show, have some fun. We're going to spend a couple hours together. Then I have to end the show a little before 7 because I'll be doing I'm joining OmniDog for his show later on. So we're gonna spread through it today, have some fun. I'm doing this show, then I'll be doing OmniDog show. So I'm on all night, by the way. I'm broadcasting here first and then with OmniDog. So I'll be all night. You guys will get a chance to check out and hang out and have some fun. At least let's see. By the way, Galandowski asked, how was the parade? The parade was friggin' cold. It was very cold. So I feel very tired. Excuse me. I feel very tired and very cold, still cold. It's a long day for me today, but I'm glad. It's a weekend. That's good. Hi, Andrew. Good day, Andrew. Appreciate it. What you guys doing? Maybe nothing. Seagulls, what's up, Ray? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Ray, I like the first part of your room tour earlier. Thank you, Matt. A second part is coming out. When is the second part coming out? Tomorrow, right? I think the members have already got it. Well, it's on the Patreon page. The video is already on Patreon if you're a Patreon member. And it's the members have already got it. If you're a YouTube member, they've already seen it. It's the second part, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, liking it, brother. Wesley wants to know what's up. What's up, Wes? How you doing, buddy? What up, everyone? MZ, how are you, MZ? Andy says hi. Hey, Andy, what's going on? Elise says, I'm the dog. Or Ellis says, you've got a mask. I don't have a mask. I need a mask. But yeah. Wesley says he's at work. Oh, that sucks, man. Are you in for a big snowstorm? I hope not. I don't know. I live in Illinois. Is it snowing here tonight? Oh, I hope not. I heard it's gonna be 20 some odd degrees on Monday. Holy crap. That's horrible, by the way. Wesley said, did you find those books you were looking for in the tour? No, I have no idea. I don't know where they are. I can't find them. I have no idea what the hell happened to it. So, which is crazy because if you watched my new part of my library tour, it's not like it's a small book I'm looking for. I don't know where it went. And I'm looking now, and I don't see it. I don't know where the hell it is. Yeah. Are you going to be reorganizing this room for the part 3 of the tour? Yeah, I think so, because I'm having problems because over here, I'll show you guys what's bothering me. Over on this side, you see where my Spider-Man, I got omnibus. By the way, I have so many omnibuses. I've got omnibuses on top. I've got omnibuses on top of these shelves over here. Those ones down there. I have omnibuses on top of those shelves that I still got to find places for them. But I have these two shelves here. You guys can see those shelves are blocked by this calyx. I really can't get into there. So I need to get those books out of that shelf and then move the shelf. So, and I think, and then I got to try to fit another shelf in here somewhere just so I'd have more room to the shelves. Which I know probably doesn't look like that big an issue to you guys, but it is to me. Because, you know, I need to get access, because that's the shelf that has my Amazing Spider-Man, my Avengers, all the Avengers stuff, all the Captain America, the Daredevil, Fantastic Four. There's a lot of stuff in that shelf. So I'm going to have to find another place for all those books. So wish me luck. Wish me luck, everybody. I need a thinner shelf. Like these shelves are thick. So I need a thinner shelf too. That would be really nice if I could find one. But these are the problems I have. Siegel says we're supposed to be getting a historical snowstorm here in Minnesota. Holy really? I wonder if it's coming this way. Has anybody checked the app? Let me see if is it coming this way? Oh my God. It was 80 some odd degrees this week. It was 80 some odd degrees. On Monday or Tuesday. And then it was it's going to be 20 degrees on Monday. Holy crap. Let me see. I'm looking at our Sunday. Sunday, we have a chance of precipitation late. And it says we're going to get rain. It says we're getting rain on Sunday. So thank God we're not getting snow. And then Monday, nope, no rain or snow on Monday. Wow, it's crazy. I'm looking at our highs are going to be 20 something on Monday. All right. 33 on Tuesday. 59 on Wednesday. 66 on Thursday. 70 on Friday. Jeez. This weather's insane. This weather's crazy. I'm over it. I'm over it. I got a convertible. I had my top down in the car, and it was 80 some odd degrees. My wife and I are riding around town in my convertible. Oh my God. By the way, Chewy Queso says hopped into C&T's live stream and won a sweet book. Shout out to Comics and Tortillas. Great dude. Yeah. Comics and Tortillas is a great guy. He really is a good guy. Maybe he'll join me on this show for a little bit. I hope so. Wesley says Comics and Tortillas streams are great. You got to hop on one. I will. I don't know when's he doing them. I don't even know when he does them. He doesn't invite me. Let me tell you something. I invite him every stream. Boy, I'll tell you. You know who my friends are. Let's see here. I'm in Pennsylvania. A few days ago, it was 77 degrees. The next day was 37. Yeah, it's nuts. What part of Pennsylvania are you living, Matt? I like Pennsylvania. I lived in Youngstown, Ohio at one point, and that's right next to Sharon, Pennsylvania. So I spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania. It was nice. Did you check Chester's chair for your books? I see he likes reading. Yeah, Chester does like reading comics. Where is Chester? Where you at, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Here he is. He's in here now, guys. There's my baby Chester. Come in, Ray. Can you hear me? Come on in, Ray. Did you get your nap after the parade? I tried, man. I really need everybody. I needed like a 2-hour nap, but I couldn't. I was so cold. My body would not. Have you guys ever been too cold? Your body won't let you sleep. I had to get my body temperature down. And I finally got a 20-minute nap, but I needed a good 2 hours. By the way, I like this. Hold on, guys. This is nice. Thank you, Mark. I want to ask where I should start reading. Should I go with Jeff Johns' Green Lantern Volume 1 through 3 or the new JLA? I love both. Thoughts and thanks. Okay. My advice would be to start reading. I would say Green Lantern first, then JLA. That's just me. That's just me, but that's what I do. I think that I think Jeff Johns' Green Lantern Volume 1 through 3 are fantastic, man. I just think that's the best way to get you into. I think that's the best way to get you into reading omnibuses. I started Green Lantern was my first omnibus. In fact, when I suggest that anyone, when I suggest any new readers for omnibuses get going, I always tell them Green Lantern. So I'll say the same to you. Go with Green Lantern, Jeff Johns, Green Lantern, and you read Volume 1, and then you're gonna want to read 2, and then you're gonna want to read 3. So it's weird because you can't help yourself but reading 3 omnibuses in a row. They are really cool, and it is a great starting point. Yes, so I would start, Mark. I would start with Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. But man, the new JLA 52 is awesome. The new 52 JLA is fantastic. I'm thinking I might have to go back and read. I might have to go back and read those. I've read them all. I read the JLA all the paperbacks, but I've never read the new 52 omnibuses. Maybe I should, because I read all the paperbacks. And I love Forever Evil Story, and I just love that stuff. So yeah, maybe that'll be one of my next reads. It's a good question. I hope you take my advice, is to read Green Lantern first. Let's see here, guys. It says you lost some books. It wasn't the vintage Golden Age Chubman and Puggin versus Black Paw in Tailspin. Oh my God, that's a great title. I gotta write that down. No. Chubman and Puggin versus the Black Paw. Isn't that where is that the one where Chubman died supposedly, but he wasn't really dead? I'll have to remember that. I thought I heard Dan say he found you a new shelf for your comics today. He was making fun of me when he found a dumpster, which I didn't think was funny. Hey Ray, what's up? How's everybody doing? What's up, DP? DP, I saw DP was in, I jumped on, it was Omar's birthday today. By the way, happy birthday. Let's start with happy birthday to Omar from Near Mint Condition. Happy birthday, Omar. I was wanting to send him something for his birthday, but then I didn't want to offend him. You know what I mean? So I'll ask you guys advice. Do you think, will I offend Omar if I send him something? I don't know what to send him. You know what I mean? I was going to send an Amazon card, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to offend him by sending him an Amazon card. Then I was like, well, maybe I'll send him like a Visa gift card or something for his birthday. But I'm like, God, I don't want him to think that. What's he going to think? I think he's poor or something. And he's, I don't want to offend the guy. So I wanted to send him a birthday gift, but I didn't know what. But I was on there, and I sent him a birthday message, because I was on my way to the parade. So I sent a birthday message to Omar. And right when I put in there, I saw DP went, hey, Ray. He typed in. He was in the room too. So that was cool. Thank you, DP. Appreciate it, buddy. Green Lantern Sinestro Corps War. Do I need compendium, absolute edition, or trade paper? All right, here we go. I would have suggested the absolute edition, because the absolute edition is beautiful. It looks good. The art's big. But I got to tell you, if you want to read the most complete edition of the Green Lantern stuff, these new compendiums are fantastic. They have so much more stuff in it. I mean, they really do. It's amazing how well they've mapped them. They've added new things. They've mapped new things. So I love the size of the omnibus, and I love the size of the absolute. But I got to tell you, these new Green Lantern compendiums are great. Andy, I will suggest the compendium. I really like them a lot. I haven't read all the Sinestro War yet, but it's nice, man. I've looked through it, and there's stuff in it that it's not in the omnibus. I mean, there's been 2 compendiums. There have been 2 compendiums, all from the first Green Lantern Omnibus. They filled 2 compendiums, so it's pretty cool. Seagulls are saying, they're saying 2 feet of snow in Minnesota and high winds. Holy crap. That's terrible, man. What's up, Oren? How you doing, buddy? I'm going to check out what the weather's going to be like in my area. Yeah, the weather's bad. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. I love that. That's good. DP says, don't just hit it. Smash that like button. Oh, I love it. Smash that like button, buddy. Oren says it was 80 here and then 50. Yeah. It was 80 here and it was 80 something here in Illinois on Monday. And today it's 50 and it's just wind is so cold. And tomorrow it's going to be 20 something on Monday. Terrible. Let's see. Maddie lives in eastern Pennsylvania near Bethlehem. Awesome, man. Green Lantern, then Justice League. Wesley says the same things. Wesley says the same thing that I say, buddy. Wesley says the same thing that I say, Mark. Go Green Lantern, then Justice League. I love it. DP says the greatest pizza eating actor. Thank you, my friend. You can go on Comics and Tortillas stream and give away all his books. Yeah, I should go and talk him into giving all his books away. That's a good idea. Very good idea. The man who doesn't watch his own. Yeah, I don't even know. Dude, I don't even know the title of the film. I have no. Tom knows, but I don't remember it. And I mean, I wish I knew it, but I don't. I wish I did. I wish I'd seen. I've never seen it. Let's see. Definitely Green Lantern first. Yeah, he agrees with me. CNT, is he streaming right now? Oh, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna find his stream, and I'm gonna attack him. I can't believe he's streaming again. He's my my competitor now? Unbelievable, freaking CNT. Boy, I'll tell you, what a good friend. Let's see. Let me get back to my Ray will always recommend Jeff Johns' Green Lantern over anything else. Well, I'll tell you what, though, for a first book, yeah, I will. If you give me now, if you ask me a question, if you say give me a choice, Green Lantern or New Avengers, just for the hell of it, I'll tell you New Avengers. New Avengers is fun. Everybody needs to read New Avengers. But if you're asking me, you're giving me a choice between Green Lantern and Justice League, I gave you go Green Lantern. There you go. Ray, have you actually read that Daredevil Concrete Jungle Epic collection that you're giving away? If so, yeah, it's good. It's old. It's like issues. It's like issues 120 something, or 130. You know what I mean? It's right in that era. It's early 100s Green Lantern, or I'm sorry, early 100s Daredevil. It's really good. And he's fighting. What the hell's why am I zoning on his name? He's fighting the bad guy who takes over. He takes over in the Daredevil by Wade. Why am I zoning on his name? God, he's really very common. It's a very common foe. And forgive me, I'm having a 50s brain fart. Yeah, but it's good. It's good. Chester says you need to pay treat tax. I will pay the Chester treat tax in a little bit. He's a good boy. I say this as a friend of Chester. Well, I hope that you are all friends of Chester. The Friends of Chester tier on my Patreon is a very special tier. I'm planning on buying the Birth of Venom collective. Have you read that? No, I have. Oh yeah, I have it. I haven't read it, but I have the Birth of Venom Epic Collection. Absolutely, absolutely. Hey Ray, thanks for all your videos. Greetings from Germany, Mark. Thank you. From Germany, love it. Do you speak like Lekanema? Lekanema knows the German. Hey everybody, I hope everyone's doing great. Just got home from work. How you doing, Gary D? It's hard to get Omar anything the guy has. I know, but I wanted to buy him something for his birthday. He's been, I'm happy that we've become friends. I like Omar a lot. He's a hell of a guy. But so I want to get him something, but I don't want to offend him. You know what I mean? And the easiest thing to get him is like something on Amazon, because you can just send it right to his email. You know what I mean? Ask Mel what would be good. I don't know Mel good enough to just, you know what I mean? I don't know Mel good enough to reach out to her. I was thinking maybe like a Visa card where he can just take the family out to dinner on me. That would, right? Wouldn't that be a good gift? Wouldn't you think? That's what I was thinking of getting Omar is, getting him a gift card where he could take the girls and Mel out. That'd be nice. Send him a lifetime to your Patreon. I'm sure he wouldn't want it. He's got his own stuff. Ray, did you ever collect the Spider-Man comics that were based on the Amazing Spider-Man animated series? I have some of those issues and singles back from the 90s. I do not know. No, I don't know that. I remember the animated series. It was Spider-Man, Firestorm, and was it Iceman? I remember that. Hey, everybody. I had a whole hit the like button thing, but that's already been covered. Awesome. Thank you, LP. I love it. LP just won a recently run a prize. I love that. I'm zoning what he won, but I remember LP just won a prize. And he says, what's your favorite Spider-Man costume? Well, I mean, the traditional Spider-Man costume is great, but I can't lie. I do like, you know which one I really liked? I'll show you. I love, I'm trying to get a picture of it. I mean, if I can get the, let's see. Here we go. Here you go, guys. This is the one I like. I was always a fan of this costume. All right. You know what I'm talking about, right? I always like this costume. I love the little hoodies. You know what I mean? I just think it's great. I like Ben Reilly as a character. But here's all the different alternate Spider-Man costumes. All right, there's Ben Reilly's costume from Beyond. There's the Ben Reilly original costume. Oh, that one's interesting. I didn't like that one. I don't like that one either. I'm not a fan of that one. No. I think the traditional is my favorite. And these are all the Spidey alternate costumes. But of all these costumes, I gotta go this one. This one's my favorite Spider-Man alternate costume. Love it. Hey Brant, how you doing, buddy? Hey Ray, everyone in the chat, what's everybody currently reading? I'm still reading the 80 Years of the Joker Deluxe Edition. I am almost done with the new Avengers book, Avengers No Surrender. That's actually really fun. That is really interesting book. I'm flying through it and enjoying it. And then I gotta read. Gotta finish the Titans. And I'm started New Warriors, but I've started a bunch of books. I've started New Warriors. I started Busick, Perez Titans. I started Snyder, Tynan, Justice League. I started what else did I start? And I started something else too. So that's all the stuff I'm reading. Plus, I'm getting ready to read paperbacks. I try to read paperbacks on Monday because I do a trade paperback Tuesday video, but I'll probably read the paperbacks on Sunday night so I can record the video Monday to air on Tuesday. So, I've chosen what my paperbacks are going to be. I'm doing what am I doing? I'm doing Ultimate Invasion, I think is what it is, or Ultimate Incursion. Ultimate Incursion, Red Hulk, and there's another one. Oh, and Absolute Batman is one of them. So those are the trade paperbacks I'm doing for Tuesday. A true artist, ChubbyRay. Not only does he not watch his own films, he doesn't even know the titles of. Yeah, I honestly, I do not know the name. I don't know the name of the movie I was in. I don't know it. If you've read Tim Seeley Nightwing, what did you think? I like Tim Seeley's Nightwing. I like all Nightwing though. But yeah, I like Tim Seeley's Nightwing picks up right after he's been, because after Prince of Gotham, he does Nightwing, the Prince of Gotham omnibus. If anybody gets that, if you know what I'm talking about. Then he becomes Grayson, super spy. He and the Huntress join. I forgot the name of what they basically become spies, and Dick Grayson becomes a super spy. I'll show you what I'm talking about. He becomes a super spy. He becomes a super spy. And this was all written by Tim Seeley and this is written by Seeley and Tom King. So it's kind of weird, but Grayson is a super spy along with Huntress. And they're not even no superhero costumes. It's just Dick Grayson. And he calls himself Grayson. There's an omnibus of this too called Grayson. And you can get it for a decent amount of money. So if you want the complete Nightwing, everything, all right, what you got to get is the compendiums. I mean, he's still Nightwing. He's just not wearing a costume. What you want to get is the Nightwing compendiums, volume 1 and 2, and 3's coming out. I think 3's coming out in May. All right. Then you want to get Nightwing, the Prince of Gotham omnibus. Then get Grayson omnibus. Then get Nightwing Rebirth omnibus. And then get Tom Taylor, Bruno Dedando, volumes 1 and 2 is coming out in July. And then you have the complete Nightwing. You'll have the complete Nightwing, everything, which is going to be awesome. Ellie says, those Golden Age fake death plot twist, classic Chubman and Puggin. I need to get another artist. I need an artist to draw a Chubman and Puggin, because I've tried and I can't get it. I'm really good at drawing the stain, but I have trouble drawing anything else. And by the way, I have the stain, my stain artwork. Here's my original artwork, and here's my new stain photo. It's a new perspective of the stain for the back. See, so I got my stain photos. My stain photos are going good, doing well. Love it. Brant says I just bought Geiger Volume 1, dude, and planned. You're gonna love it. Geiger is such a great book. Geiger by Jeff Johns is very good. No, I'm not. No, it's not Purple Man. It's not Purple Man. Wesley, it's not Purple Man. It's I want to. It's not the wolf. It's what is his name? Damn it. I'm zoning on the name. By the way, Wesley says he's been reading One World Under Doom. I'm sorry. One World Under Doom is very, very good, but it leaves you a lot of questions afterwards. Very, very question. A lot of questions. Birth of Venom is a great paperback. It has all the essential stories for the early symbiote and Venom stories. There's so many great Spider-Man. There's a lot of those were in the Amazing Spider-Man. Do you think we're going to get Batman Rebirth Volume 2? The Tom King run? I think it all depends on the sales of, but yeah, I haven't read that one. I have it, but I don't even, have I opened it? Have I opened my Tom King Batman? Maybe that's the book I'll open tonight. Because you guys know I like to open a book on my live shows. Let me see, where's my Tom King Batman? Here it is. And it is unopened. Yeah, this is Volume 1. I don't know if we're going to get Volume 2. I've got Volume 1 unopened. Maybe we should open it tonight. I always like to open a book. So maybe this is the one I will open. I shall open this. That will be my opener for tonight. By the way, Tom says, want behind the scenes goodies, drops in that sweet ChubbyRay Comics chaos? Then swing into ChubbyRay Comics Patreon and join the crew at www.chubbyraycomics.com. Thanks, Tom. DP says, thanks. I think I have an issue or two of singles in the Black Suit story, and I love the animated Amazing Spider-Man story of Venom. Awesome. It was Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar. Yes. Please forgive me. Yeah, Firestar. It was not Firestorm. Oh, by the way, got another super chat, guys. Another super chat. I started out a diehard Marvel guy, but as I've gotten older, and he's 61, Gary's still a young 61. Way to go, brother. I buy just as much or more DC than Marvel. What's happening to me, Ray? I think DC, I'm not saying DC's gotten better, but I think DC's gotten more focused. Meanwhile, Marvel has, more, Marvel's gotten less focused. You know what I mean? They've lost their way. Hopefully they'll find it. I love, here's what I loved with Marvel, guys. I loved, if you remember the Marvel that started when Brian Michael Bendis took over Avengers, he did Avengers Disassembled, right? He tore everything down with Avengers Disassembled, but he also started the whole House of M story. So he put all the mutants into the House of M story and the whole Marvel universe. And he started the new Avengers. And then that went into Civil War, right? And then out of Civil War, they got out for a while, and then boom, it went right into Secret Avengers, right? And then out of Secret Avengers, the Dark Reign era started. You know what I mean? So when they were doing that in the early 2000s, 2010s, Marvel was really focused. They were focused, all their books tied in together, and then they tie into these big events. But it all was based around the Avengers. Marvel was really focused then. And then they would have those, and then they'd have the mutants kind of doing their own things, but that tied in. You know what I mean? And then it was Avengers versus X-Men. And then that led to, you know what I mean, all the things outside of it. And then there was Hickman's Avengers. And, you know, there was all these different things. Marvel was more focused now. They lost their way. They seem to have lost their way around, you know, in the 2020s. They've lost their way. So Marvel needs to refocus and get their crap back together. Then they can be back. But I think what's happened is, I think DC has really focused. They've got a clear vision. And if you look at what they're doing, DC's the one that has a better they have a better vision of what they're doing. They know, like, it's going this way, then it's boom, it's Dark Crisis. Then we're coming out, then it's boom, it's Absolute Power. Then it's the All-In Initiative. Then it's the Absolute Universe. Then it's DCKO. Like, they're the ones that are now tying in these events properly and keeping their focus of their entire. They're keeping the focus of their entire comic universe, and I think that that's what Marvel needs to do. When Marvel figures that out again, they're going to be a lot better off, right? Jugan says Omar might have everything comics related, but you can give him manga. He loves them as well. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't know. I'm debating what I wanted to get it. An easy gift for Omar would be a Amazon gift card, but you know, because you could just go through email and go and spend this on yourself or whatever. But I'm thinking doing that, or a Visa gift card where he could just take his family out for a meal on me. That'd be nice. You know what I mean? Gary D, the super chat unleashed so much unregulated cosmic energy that it's now leaking out of the panel across the gutter onto the next page and is currently flooding the ad for X-ray specs. Yes, I thank you. The super chats that I've gotten from Mark and Gary D, your super chats are good enough to keep me going. However, I can't go long tonight because I agreed to I'm doing Omnidog show at 7 tonight. So, but I will hold over to go late on Monday. All right. I promise we'll put an extra half hour in Monday. I'm getting ready to start Nightwing Compendium 2. Way to go, Gary. Yeah, go Nightwing Compendium 1, Nightwing Compendium 2. Nightwing Compendium 3 comes out. When does that come out? Let me see. Let me give you an exact date when that's coming. Trust me, I've already pre-ordered. I have pre-ordered my Nightwing Compendium 3. These Nightwing Compendiums are a lot of fun. Nightwing Compendium Volume 3 comes out May 5th. So May 5th is Compendium number 3 for Nightwing. Love it. That is fantastic. And then, so do the compendiums, do Nightwing Compendium 1, 2, 3, then do Nightwing Prince of Gotham Omnibus. Follow that up with the Grayson Omnibus, and then go Tim Seeley's Nightwing, and then Tom Taylor's Nightwing. Now you're good. Brad says, what's your favorite Marvel event? Oh, man. Got to be Civil War. Civil War was really good, man. I like that a lot. I really, really enjoyed Civil War. Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun. Civil War was awesome. Secret Invasion was really good. In fact, I've got this to give away, guys. I've got the Secret Invasion. Let me see if I can reach it. I'm giving away. Check this out. I'm giving away this oversized hardcover of Secret Invasion. This book is a $40 book, new. Secret Invasion, oversized hardcover Secret Invasion. I'm going to be giving this away soon. I love this. This is a great book. Secret Invasion was a great event. It was awesome. That's good too. Let's see. Currently reading Mark Waid's Flash Omnibus Volume 2. That's awesome, man. Let me know. I haven't read my Flash Wade. I haven't read my Mark Waid Flash Omnibuses. I have a bunch of Mark Waid's paperbacks, but I need to read the omnibuses. But I'm such a fan of Barry Allen. I read his omnibuses first, and I'm kind of holding off on the Wally ones. Ross says, nice to see you, Ray. I'm thinking of getting Spider-Man Gang War omnibus. Have you read it? Yeah, I loved it. My take on Spider-Man Gang War was I loved it. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man Gang War. It was really fun. It's really fast paced. It's a lot of fun. And the event is very good. The problem is with all Marvel events, not all of the stories are great that hook into it. But it's pretty good. I like it a lot. I mean, there's some of the Miles Morales stuff from it, which is cool. Yeah, but I liked it. It was on my the Spider-Man Gang War ranked pretty high on my list of 2025. It ranked pretty high on my list of 2025 best Omnis. Oh, this is the Shang-Chi story, which is very good. Shang-Chi is a badass in Gang War. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that omnibus a lot. Subscribe to Near Mint Condition before the multiverse collapses under the weight of their omnibus aura. Click the link, youtube.com/@nearmintcondition. Absolutely, guys. Near Mint Condition. That's the best. I think it's the best channel on YouTube. I think you're crazy if you don't follow it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Currently reading The Shadow, the Key, pulp from 1934. Wow, look at that. I just got the Spirit. Connoisseur Edition, which looks very cool. I haven't read it yet, but it looks really cool. I thumbed through it and it's awesome. DB says, are there any books you wish you read when you were younger when they first came out? Oh, a bunch of books. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of books that I wished I had the money for when they first came out, and I didn't have the money for them. And those books hold a place in my heart. Although I've gotten a lot of them. Has there ever been a book that you've been put off from buying because you didn't like the cover or design of the spine? No, I'm more inclined to get a book, which is very good too. Love it. Ray, when are you expecting to make a cameo? I'm making no cameos in any MCU films. Or what did he change his name to? Tempest or whatever? I always like Garth. Was that it? Gar or Garth? No, Gar is Beast Boy, right? And I like Wally, and I like Roy Harper. I even liked, if you guys remember, the Bronze Age. I like Mal and Bumblebee. Do you remember them? I like them. So I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan of the Titans for a long time. Yeah, it's good stuff. Very good. There's a lot of great Titan runs out there. I really enjoyed the Shadow film when it came out. Yeah, the one that starred the Shadow starred Alec Baldwin, right? Ray, I know I want to take a deep dive into manga, but you should get at least Lone Wolf. No, because that's what inspired Frank Miller to do Ronin. No, I can't. You guys, I'm serious. That's like cocaine for me. I can't do it. And I've never done cocaine because I'm afraid to it. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm afraid once I start, I won't be able to stop. I told you guys a story about why, it's that I just can't. I don't want to try it. I can't. I don't even want to dip my toe. Everybody keeps saying, oh, I got to try One Piece, and oh, I got to try this, and they always naming these things for me, but I can't. You guys don't understand. You don't understand. If I dip, I can't just dip my toe in. I dipped my toe into omnibuses. I dipped my toe. Look at this. Look at how would I explain to my wife that I dipped my toe into manga? When I end up with 3 more rooms of books, I can't. There's no way. I can't. There's no way. She might divorce my ass. I can't do it. Let's see. Ray, do some whiteboard live drawings. I will. What I'll do is I'll draw. I have sketch pads now. I don't do a live. I don't do a. I have a whiteboard, but I don't do it anymore. I now use my sketch pads. When I do art of the stain fighting. This hasn't been inked yet, but you could tell there's inking I got to do of the big. There's an explosion coming at the stain, and I haven't inked it yet. So, but yeah, I can do a sketch pad drawing, and who knows, maybe I'll do one today. That might be something I'm onto. If you like movies, deep dives, and physical media rants, subscribe to the Burnett Network, starring the one and only Robert Meyer Burnett. YouTube.com/@the Burnettwork. Ask him to get copy of that question about DC Comics for me, Tom. The stain looks like a divorced Captain Underpants who has a drug problem. Yes, that's a good description that's a very good description of the stain. Ray, I think you'll enjoy the Yoda series. I was on the About It for a long time, but I'm glad I bought it. And no, it does not reveal which planet he's from. That's cool. Yeah, I like Yoda. Yoda shows up in Marvel Comics, so the Marvel Comics during Jason Aaron's run. Jason Aaron's run's really cool. I'm reading Ghost Rider Volume 2. I just read Absolute Batman Volume 2 and Absolute Superman Volume 2 yesterday. Yeah, I've got Absolute Batman Volume 2 to read and Absolute Superman Volume 2 to read before trade paperback Tuesday. I want to get those read. So percentage wise, how many of the books you own have you read compared to not read? I don't know what the percentage is. I know there are a lot of omnibuses that are unopened. And I try to unseal an omnibus every show. I at least try. I don't know. I know I've read a lot, but I have a ton of books. So I think there are probably more unread than read, to be honest. But I don't know the percentage off the top of my head. I have no idea. Yep. Piano Wizardry says, hey, everyone, just getting here. Was organizing my collected edition library all afternoon. Love it. Still slowly getting rid of boxes and boxes of singles. Oh, and just finished Brand New Day Omnibus Volume 1. Piano Wizardry, isn't it great? Dude, I could not believe how much I loved Spider-Man Brand New Day. I just could not believe it. I'll tell you, PW, I read as soon as I finished part 1 of Brand New Day. I finished part 1, which was great, by the way. I immediately read, right after it, I read Brand New Day Volume 2. And I am anxiously awaiting Volume 3. And thank God I pre-ordered it, because I just did Marvel Solicit show with Omar, and he said that's one of the things that the pre-orders have been so big that it is selling out. Oh my God, that's insane. So I hope that I get it. I pre-ordered like a January, so I hope I'm gonna get it. I love you picked Ben Riley's Scarlet Spider suit, probably the top 5 for me. I like it, sensational suit. But I like Ben Riley a lot. Thank you, Realm Rider Mark. Your super chat didn't just break the layout; it breached the ads, corrupted the UPC, and triggered a multiversal print recall. Absolutely, brother. I like watching Ray's tour videos while I play with my own shelves. That's great. If I'm inspiring you to clean up your rooms as well, then I'm doing well. And but guys, my favorite shelf in here is now blocked. I can't get to it, and I'm too fat to get to it. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the books in it. I've made a huge mistake, and I don't know how to clean it. Oh, got a gift. We got a gift. Tom gifted a ChubbyRay Comics membership to somebody. Who won? Congrats, Nerd Hang. Nerd Hang won. Is Nerd Hang the winner? Congratulations, Nerd Hang. I like it. By the way, DP says I really don't like the spine on that Tom King omnibus. What's on the spine? Let me see. Well, it's not bad. I think it looks good. I think the spine looks good. I love the new DC Bullet logo. It's so cool. Yeah. I think the spine looks good. And who knows? I don't know when a volume 2 of that's coming. The cover's cool. It is cool. There's a fair amount of other good things too. The whole vibe and the aesthetic is great. Well, I'll say I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it. By the way, DP wants to know if Nerd Hang is in the chat. I don't know, but I'm glad he took advantage of Tom's membership gift. I really appreciate it. I seriously think Mel would receive your message. Well, I don't know her well enough to do that. I like her, but I don't know her well enough to, hit that like button. Got 45 watching, only 14 likes. Yo, thank you, Corrupted Dragon. Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, let's hit that like button. Let YouTube algorithm know that this is a show you should put out there. You know what I mean? By the way, once again, I will be leaving a little early tonight because at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'm going over to do OmniDog show. So looking forward to that. Shout out to Crooks and Bandits Comics Elite Headquarters for collected editions that slap. Hit crooksandbanditscomics.com. Use the code ChubbyRay Comics at checkout. By the way, Adam from Crooks and Bandits sent over 2. That's a great gift, LP. I see that. He sent over 2 omnibuses for giveaway. I've got 2 omnibuses for giveaway. The shipping's going to be expensive as hell, but they're very awesome. They're both DC versus Marvel omnibuses, and they're great. They're in the other room. I left them in the other room, or I'd show them to you guys tonight. Damn. Yeah, forgive me. You guys will have to see them. They're really cool. And Adam sent them over, and they showed up this week, and it's awesome. LP says, what I should get Omar is a tie. Because when Omar wears his suits, whenever I see, because Omar, you could tell Omar's a t-shirt guy. He's a t-shirt and jeans guy, but he puts on his suits. Whenever he makes an announcement, whenever he's announcing an omnibus or something big collected edition, it's always suit time. I'm happiest whenever I see that there's an upcoming video. And on his Patreon, a lot of times he puts up a picture of the video that's coming. And he says, this is what's coming today. And it'll be a picture. If he's in a suit, I get all excited, man. I get so excited. When Omar's in a suit, you know it's going to be a good day. And I don't know why, but I don't know why, but man, I'll tell you, that's how geeky we are. That's what makes our day. Oh, well. Do you have a few books you haven't finished reading? Yeah. I tried 4 times to read that Spider-Man 8. What is it? The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man or something. I tried but I just could not finish it. I tried and tried and tried, could not finish it. It was really bad. I tried, couldn't finish it. And I love Spider-Man. I noticed your Tomb Raider Colossal Editions. I'm in the middle of the 2nd volume and love it so much. It's Dan Jurgens, right? Isn't Dan Jurgens writing that? Yeah, I haven't read them yet, but don't they look great? I love it because they're so oversized. They're so oversized. I love it. By the way, Oren says, my favorite modern movie adaptation of a pulp era story is The Phantom. Yes, I acknowledge. I love The Phantom. Billy Zane was really good. I think it's positives far outweigh the negatives. And Billy Zane is great. I 100% agree, Oren. And I'll ask you, Oren, have you read is it Mad Cave that's doing the Phantom comic? I haven't read it, but because it hasn't come out in collected edition. But it is coming out. I want to say in the fall, it's coming out in collected edition. I will definitely get the Phantom. I've got the Flash Gordon is very good. It's very good. Mark Waid does a great job with writing Wally and the characters. It's a really fun book. Yeah, I got to read. I haven't read it yet. I should read that. Do you plan on getting... Excuse me. Do you plan on getting the Flash Road to Rebirth? Yes. I so far only have the Mark Waid Loeb and 3 volumes of John Flash. Of course. Yes, it's the Road to Rebirth is going to be great. I can't wait. It's Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is going to be awesome. I've already pre-ordered it, so it better be good. What did you think of the Shang-Chi movie? I like the Shang-Chi movie. I like that Simu Liu, the guy who played Shang-Chi. I think he's very good. Are you a fan of the Phantom Stranger? Not a big fan of the Phantom Stranger. No. Nope, not a huge Phantom Stranger fan. But I don't dislike him. Oren's thanking Augustus because Augustus is the one who gave his prize to Oren. By the way, Siegel says Ray will return in Avengers Doomsday. Thank you. Yes. Ray, have you read the 100 Bullets Omnibus? No, I've heard they're great. I have never read them. That's Brian Azzarello, right? I've never read them. I've never read them. DP says Jordan's the GOAT, right? Well, I think Jordan's for me in my era. Yeah, Jordan's the GOAT because he's the best offensive and defensive, combination player that I've seen. However, you got to remember Jordan's only Jordan says he's 6'5". Come on. He's not 6'5". That would be like me saying I'm 6 foot tall. I am not 6 foot tall. Now, when I played high school basketball, in the program said I was 6 foot or 6'1". I'm 5'10" and something. I'm not even 5'11". I'm 5'10" point whatever. It might be 5'10.9, but I am not 5'11". I have never been 5'11" in my entire life. But somehow I was 6'1" in a high school program. So when Michael Jordan says he's 6'5", but I think that's one of the reasons. LeBron's taller. He's taller and bigger than Jordan. And I think he's a great player. He's not as good offensively as Michael Jordan, but man, he's a very good defensive player. But I think Jordan is the GOAT. Yes. Let's see. Aaron says, agreed. Cocaine is also like cocaine. Thank you. Matt says, check my avatar pic, Ray. Could this be why you recommend John's Green Lantern so much? Oh, that's awesome. Dude, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I love Jeff John's Green Lantern. This is great. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Never tried it. Never tried it. You could hide manga in there. She probably wouldn't notice. You guys, you don't understand. I'm not joking. When I say if I read one manga book, you don't understand. If I read a manga book and like it, that's all it's going to take. That is all it will take. If I read one, that's going to lead to me buying every manga book. And there's so many manga books. There's just not enough room for it. Ray, I think you'll enjoy the Yoda series. Well, I want to get it. I do want to get it. Just haven't read it. I meant the spider that wears a fedora. You can see it free. You could see it for free on YouTube. Oh, I got to see that. I haven't seen that. Should I ask what the Stain's powers are? The Stain's powers, the Stain's origin story. The Stain's origin story comes from an accident. The Stain was traveling to a he was going to a monster truck show or some kind of racing event. And his stomach was hurting so bad. His stomach was hurting so bad that he had to pull over to use a porta potty at a construction site. All right. Because his stomach was hurting so bad. So he broke into a porta potty at a construction site. What he didn't know is it was a closed off construction site, because at one point they were tearing down a building that once housed a radioactive warehouse, and there was radioactive material in the bottom of the porta potty. So when the Stain went to use the porta potty, this is not ink, but when the Stain went to use it, he was sitting on the porta potty, and his face went all, as he was being injected with powers from the porta potty into his body. And that gave him his Stain powers. You can see his Stain right there on his uniform. And it gave him the power of when, for example, there's an explosion hitting him, but his magic poop knife, there's an invisible force beam that is blocking. It becomes a stain. It becomes a stain that blocks, that makes him almost invulnerable. So it becomes a Stain. And then he can extend the Stain to his hands and stuff, to where that's almost become a super strength for him. So that's the Stain's powers. And he got that way because he sat on a radioactive porta potty, and that's what gave him his powers. So there you go. That's how he got the powers. Oh, OmniDog. What's up, OmniDog? I'm joining OmniDog at 7 tonight, guys. I can't wait. That's why I'm ending the show early. Love it. By the way, Matt says, so happy to hear about the clean bill of health, my brother. Yep, I'm really looking forward to doing OmniDog. OmniDog is one of the GOATs to me. He's OG comic, greatness. I'm really looking forward. I'm doing it with Sean. You guys know I love Sean from Comic Pals. Me, Sean, OmniDog. It just sounds like a great time, great conversation. Can't wait. Cannot wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka arrives today. My first Wonder Woman comic. Dude, Sushant, I hope I got that right. You're going to love the first. Let me just give you, I'm not going to give you spoilers. The first story, the first arc is going to include Wonder Woman putting her foot on Batman's head. Period. End sentence. Period. That's all you need to know. It's fun. It's exciting. I'm telling you, it's a great omnibus. It really is good. And it shows more than her. She's not just a superhero. She's a diplomat, representing her land, to the, it's really something. Greg Rucka, such a great writer. You'll love it. You will love it. DP says, so far so good with no YouTube ads during the live stream. Well, there you go, buddy. So it's nothing to complain about this time, right? Nothing to complain about, because I kept the ads. Now should I turn them on now? I kept it to where there's no ads. Oh well. Yeah. I love it. That's for you. That's for you, buddy. DP, that was for you. By the way, are you kidding me? We got a super chat from Omnidog. Woo! Omnidog giving a super chat. I love it. Omnidog, my plans are I'm ending the show early so I can go over and broadcast with you and Sean at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And Arizona, I have no idea what the hell they're doing. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've done part 1 of my library tour, my collection tour, and I did part 2, and members have seen part 2, and people on my Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, you've seen part 2. And if you're a member, you've seen it. Everybody else gets it tomorrow. I think it goes public tomorrow around noon or so. So you guys, you'll see it. The people who are the freebies, the freeloaders, you get it tomorrow. So there we go. How do you take advantage of the members' gifts, of the members' gift? I'm the wrong guy to ask. Ask Tom. I don't know. Every time Ray talks about preferring Barry to Wally, an angel loses its wings. Listen, I love Wally. I love Wally West. Love him. He's great. But Barry's my favorite. You know what I mean? Let me give you another example. Let me give you another example, Wesley. You know who I love? Someone else that I love is Cassandra Cain. I love Cassandra Cain. I think Cassandra Cain is awesome. I love her. Here's my Cassandra Cain love. I will show you my Cassandra Cain love. Here is, because this is the paperback called Mother. This is great. It's her and Lady Shiva fighting everybody. It's very good. All right. Then there's part 2, which I haven't read yet, but I love Cassandra Cain. However, you want to know who else? I also love Stephanie Brown. I love Stephanie Brown. Love her. However, having said that, I love those two. My Batgirl is the one and only Barbara Gordon. She's my favorite Batgirl. Probably, listen, I'm 50. You know what I mean? When you get in your 50s, your favorite's, favorite's Barbara Gordon. My favorite's not. I love Cassandra Cain, but she's not my favorite. Just like I love Wally, but he's not my favorite. My favorite is Barry Allen. Love Barry Allen. So I'm sorry to cost those angels their wings. I'm sorry to cost my angels the wings, but I'm sorry to cost them their wings, but my favorite is Barry Allen. By the way, the Goomba guy, giving super chat. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. By the way, same thing I said earlier to Gary D and Mark. I know usually when you guys do a super chat, it means I add a half hour onto the show. I will add the half hour to Monday's show because I've already made a commitment to OmniDog, and I'm really looking forward to that. Here's something else. You know, we've watched near mint condition streams forever. I've watched it. My wife has been in the room when I've watched it, you guys. My wife said today, I thought it was really funny. We've watched these streams forever. Before Omar invited me on, I was a long time fan of near mint condition. And we always loved when OmniDog was on the near mint condition streams. And then when I told my wife, I said, listen, I got a busy day today because I was broadcasting live for my radio show. For my other show, I was live from my town's big St. Patrick's Day parade was today. And we were the only media company, which is crazy, by the way. I do an online radio show. I don't do a radio station on FM anymore. I do it online. But we are somehow the only media outlet that the city that I live in allows to broadcast live and show the fair and everything, or show the parade. And they just love us, and I thank God they do. But so we broadcast live from the fair today. I did that all day. Then I came here to do this. And then I told my wife, I said, yeah, then I'm doing a OmniDog show. She goes, what? I said, I'm doing my wife. This is my wife. She goes, oh my God, I love OmniDog. And I'm like, oh, I'm doing a show tonight. She goes, oh, that's good. So, which actually is, is nice. By the way, Goomba Guy said he didn't have anything to say. He just wanted something. I really appreciate it, Goomba Guy. That's awesome. OmniDog's Vault is going to be fun. Like I said, I love Sean. I always love broadcasting with Sean. And I've done broadcasts with OmniDog before. We've done the solicits together, and he's always a blast. So I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to doing his show tonight. It's going to be fun. Ray, have you read Space Ghost Volume 1? Yes, I did. It's fun. Yeah, and I'm getting Volume 2. DP, it's weird because you expect Space Ghost to be different, but Space Ghost is a badass. I really enjoyed the book. And the comic is very good. So I highly recommend it, guys. I recommend it. It starts with there's a scientist and his children, and it's horrible what happens to the scientist, but his children are alone, and this guy comes into their science. These people are in their science. They come to their little science spaceship trying to kill. And this one guy shows up, and the kids are afraid of him. And it turns out that the badass guy that comes in is Space Ghost, and he saves the kids from the bad guys trying to kill. It's very good. It is very good. So I highly recommend Space Ghost. It's surprisingly very good. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to OmniDog's Vault, get your bookshelves. Your bookshelf is legally allowed to wobble dramatically in protest. Smash that subscribe button. Check out youtube.com/@OmniDog's Vault. And then you guys could check out me when I'm on OmniDog's Vault. And you should check out OmniDog every Saturday, but it is great. I'm very happy to be on his show tonight. Always a fan of the Burden Johnson era. Goomba Guy, your super chat just unleashed so much raw cosmic force that the speech bubble exploded, the borders melted, and the entire planet is now bleeding onto the next page. I love it. OmniDog says he's here for the cocaine talk. Well, thank you, OmniDog. That's very funny. Oh, God. Let's see. What do you think of the Joe Kelly omnibus? I haven't read all the Joe Kelly omnibus. I think there was a bookmark in here where I stopped, but it started out okay. I seriously haven't read the whole thing, but it looks cool, and I will eventually read it. But now with Spider-Man, you guys, I really enjoyed Brand New Day Volume 1 and 2. So I'm really looking forward to getting Volume 3. And I think that's going to be the next. I think that will be the next. I think that's going to be the next Spider-Man read. Because I have the Zeb Wells, but I haven't opened it yet. Zeb Wells still unopened. I got that, just haven't read it. I'm planning on it. Tom says, folks, stop trying to start a Bonnie situation with Ray's wife because she will divorce him. Yeah, you guys, I think that I think the manga might be the thing that throws her over the line. And I got a good-looking wife who's very sweet, and I don't want to make her angry. I do not want to make that woman angry. I'm very, very thankful to have married up. By the way, Siegel says Captain Underpants wishes he was. Yeah, he wishes he was the Stains. The Stain would beat the heck out of Captain Underpants. I love it. Let's see. He literally has a crap load of powers. He does have a crap load of powers. And he has, by the way, the Stain, the real Stain is a guy who is on my radio show. His name is Steve Stanton, right? But his nickname is Shit Stain Steve. And we've called him the Stain forever. And I just created the superhero powers for the Stain. And then I had to change the logo when someone pointed out something. When Lacanema pointed something out about it to me, I changed the logo. It was I just created the character, but he's a real guy, and I love drawing pictures of him. And he actually has a poop knife. Yeah, and if anyone knows what a poop knife's for, it's so disgusting. I don't want to get into it, but it's disturbing. By the way, DP says, Ray, did you ever watch the show Heroes? If so, who's your favorite character? Well, I like the character that Milo Ventimiglia played. I also like the cheerleader. She was invulnerable. Like, if she broke a bone, it would heal, and all. She had great healing abilities. But the villain was the best part of that, man. The villain was great. I'm the Dog says we're gonna have fun. I can't wait, buddy. Cannot wait. I feel like the Stain should be in a flaming character. I want to write the Stain comic. I want an artist. I want another artist who's quicker than me to draw the comic. I would love it. I want to get an artist involved, and I would love to do a comic of the Stain. Marvel Trucker Chris says, I bet OmniDog would love to see you do a lot of giveaways. No, OmniDog doesn't want me to do anything that's going to make me go late to his show. All right? Doesn't want anything to make me late. So I'm going to be limited in my giveaways. By the way, DP says I counted 8 last time. I've been overdoing it with the giveaways. Let's see here. Cassandra Cain is my favorite Batgirl as well. Yeah, Cassandra Cain's great. She's not my favorite. Barbara Gordon's my favorite, but I love Cassandra Cain. You know what I mean? Eric says, Ray, what kind of bookshelves do you use for your comic collection? The ones on your first. The first video are IKEA. The first video is IKEA Billies. And that's I forgot what the color is. But they're IKEA Billy shelves are what they're called. Wes says I prefer Barbara's Oracle. I like what Barbara's doing now. Barbara is Batgirl part of the time, and she's Oracle the rest of the time. And but she's also Nightwing's significant other. I like her a lot. I like Barbara Gordon. I love her as Batgirl. I love her as Oracle. She's great. but she's my Batgirl. Sean says, Ray, have you read Department of Truth? Yes, I like I've got the. You'll see it. Sean, have you seen the new video? The new video, you're going to see my deluxe edition of it. It's very nice. By the way, OmniDog says he loves my wife. Yeah, my wife loves OmniDog. That's great. Ray is humble. He's the host of a 5-time award. Thank you. Ray, your wife going to be your live audience. And my wife is always my live audience. She's actually, my wife is a member. She's a member of my YouTube channel, which honors me. You know what I mean? By the way, Rob says he's been reading Space Ghost and Singles. It's fun. Isn't it fun, Rob? It's not fun like in funny. It's Space Ghost is badass. I just wasn't expecting Space Ghost to be such a badass. By the way, Mega Man says, Ray, the comic that got you into comics video is great. I'm currently reading the Mike Grell Warlord omnibus. It's so good. The artwork is great. Did you read Warlord? It's very good. I read when Warlord came out, because it was Mike Grell, I would get Warlord singles. So yes, I'm familiar with, and I have the Warlord omnibus. It's right. You could see it. The Warlord omnibus is right down. I'll show it to you. If you look close, you can see it. It's on that bottom shelf there. All right. Where is it? You guys can see it, right? It's right beneath my finger. There's Warlord. And it's the thing with the Warlord omnibus is it's a new kind of paper that weighs less. So this omnibus weighs less than every other omnibus, which I think is awesome. And I know there are some people saying that it's cheap. I think it's an expensive stock of paper, but because it's lighter, people think that it's cheap. I love Warlord though. I have not opened the omnibus. I'm looking forward to reading it. But I read singles back when I was a kid because I love you guys, you don't understand my love for Mike Grell is it just, and I have, you name it. I've got those Legion archives and I want a Legion of Superheroes omnibus so bad. There's nothing I want more in this world other than health for myself and my wife and long life. And then a Legion omnibus has got to be, my Legion omnibus has got to be in the top, at least top 7, maybe top 5. Maybe top 5. Well, that's day 2 of the festival done. Now time to hang with Chubby Ray. All right, Mick Moore's back. You enjoyed your music festival, buddy? Love it. If you pick up 100 boxes of ZD's worth of collected editions and she doesn't leave, she's not leaving. Trust me, Bo. I'm telling you, I'm very lucky. I have a beautiful wife who understands my obsession. At the same time, though, let me point out, I might have a comic book obsession, but I've never cheated on my wife, and I had regional fame, I guess. I was in a band. I fronted a band for years. I've always been a good husband. I never cheat on my wife. I do not do drugs. Trust me, I have tried marijuana so many times, but it doesn't work. It turns out I'm allergic to it, and I have a reaction that is not good. And so I can't do pot, but I don't do any other drugs. I don't drink. I'm a homebody. I would rather stay home and read my comics than do anything else. I don't go out. I'm not hitting the bars. I don't go out. I don't look for women. I'm not up to any of that. So I think I'm a pretty good husband, and I do pay attention to her, and we love spending time together. My wife will go with me when I go to a comic book store. My wife is always with me, and we'll take trips. We'll take trips to Chicago or St. Louis and go comic book shopping all the time. Now, we won't just do comic book shopping. I'll also stop at some places and let her do some shopping as well. So, yeah. I'm not getting Omar a dog for his birthday. No, I just wanted to get him a birthday gift. Wait, did he actually write the? No, he did not write the poop. He might have. I don't know. I don't know. He might have. Let's see. You were good with giveaways last stream. Good. Well, I have some giveaways. I have giveaways this stream, including. I'm gonna open this. I gotta unwrap this, and then tonight we're giving away Batman and Robin Eternal. This is, look at this. This is a thick book. This is almost a compendium. And Gotham Central. This is volume 2 of Gotham Central. Greg Rucka, Ed Brubaker. It's so good. If you've never read Gotham Central, I highly recommend it. And that's an omnibus you can get for a good price too. It's highly recommended. So I'm giving away these 2 tonight. That's what we have left to do. And what time is it? Oh, it's almost 6. Let me know when it gets to like somebody point out when it gets to be closer to 6:40, so I can start the giveaway so I can get done with the show in time. Ray, eventually you'll run out of books to give away if you aren't careful. Well, I love giving them away, but I'll just go buy more. We're getting in my town, we're finally getting an Ollie's. They've been building it forever. There was a place here that went out of business, and Ollie's bought it. So they're converting this old grocery store into an Ollie's, and it's on a main drag. It's when you first come into spring. When you first come into the Capitol, one of the first things you'll see is this Ollie's, and they're converting it into a big Ollie's. And I've been told that when Ollie's opens a store, they bring in a ton of, opening day merchandise that include comic books and stuff. So I'm looking very forward to getting that Ollie's. And then when they open that Ollie's, I'm going to go in and purchase just a boatload of books for giveaways. So I'll have some Ollie's books, and then I have triple dipped a lot of books. I have triple dipped accidentally most of them, but rather than selling them, I just like to give them away. So there are a lot of giveaways that I have. So I think I'll be good. Unless Comics and Tortillas talks me into, giving away too much. By the way, how do you like Blackest Night Omnibus? Trying to decide between Joe Kelly Omnibus or Blackest Night. Blackest Night Omnibus is cool because it's got all the tie-in issues, and it's a really comprehensive look at Blackest Night. However, I think DC's going to do the Blackest Night compendium, and I think it's going to be awesome. And I think that might be coming next. So they just did Rebirth was volume 1, Sinestro Corps War volume 2. Volume 3 might be Blackest Night. I'm thinking. But you could wait till then too to get the compendium. But the Joe Kelly, like I said, I haven't read the Joe Kelly book yet. I love the Joe Kelly stories for Brand New Day. I'm trying to get Brand New Day volume 3, and then I'll after I read volume 3 of that, then I'm trying to do it chronologically. Will Joe Kelly be next then, or when is Nick Spencer? So I don't know. I got to figure out the chronological order, but maybe get the Kelly. I think the Kelly omnibuses you can get for cheap now too, and the Kelly omnibus will sell out before Blackest Night, just because when DC prints these books, DC has bigger warehouses, so they buy a boatload of books, man. All right, Ray and everybody, do you prefer Dick Grayson with Barbara or Dick Grayson with Coriander? Oh, Barbara. Come on, Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon's great. Let's see. As a reminder, Mike Grell's still. Thank you, Wes. Thanks for reminding me he's still alive. Yeah, we really want to get an interview with him. Tom, if you send an interview request, we got to get an interview request sent to Mike Grell to see if he'll do an interview on the show. It would be great. By the way, the Stain does smoke all the pot that I can't smoke. The Stain smokes. Mick says the brilliant night. He went to the city before the festival, picked up some trade paperback hardcovers and an Omni. That's great, brother. Get to do some traveling, go to music shows, and you get to buy comics. What a life, man. I'm jealous of you. I love it. Okay. It's almost time for giveaways, guys. Right before giveaways, let's feed Chester. Come on, buddy. Let's give you your treats. My Chester wants us. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on up. Good boy. You are a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy, aren't you? You want to say hi? Yeah, you want to say hi? He says hi, everybody. Which book should they get? Which book? Do you like that book? Yeah, do you like that one? Is that what they should buy? Chester says you guys should buy Batman War Games. Thanks, Chester. You're very sweet. Let's give you your treat. Let's give you your treat, buddy. If I can get the bag open. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's your last treat, buddy. This is it. Your bag's empty. Your bag is empty after this treat. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. He likes him likes his treats, you guys. Here you go, baby Chester. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. You want no treat? Give me no treat. Oh, yeah. Here you go. He's a good boy. Your last treat, last one. Good boy. He's daddy's buddy. Let's put you down. Let's put you down, Chubby. There you go. Chubby Chester, everybody. He made his appearance. Do I have a monthly budget when buying books? Well, the thing is with books, it's hard to stay to a budget because then a month will happen where you go over budget. I just have to keep track of light months and heavy months. We're just about to we're entering a light month for omnibuses in April. So thank God. So that will make up for the heavy month in June that's coming. So yeah, I try to keep a budget, but unfortunately I go over it all the time. They had those as well. Gotham Central and Batman and Robin Eternal. I don't remember the prices on those. Was it a Big Lots? I work in one that didn't close, but I know Ollie's bought. No, it was a big grocery store. It was at one point, it was a Schnucks, I think. And they just bought the building. Rob says Fanatical is a great place to pick up cheap Omnis. Yeah, I've gotten some. And that's a good idea. I should get some Epics from Fanaticals too. I picked up the Joe Kelly Omni for $40. Yeah. Chris, there you go. You can get the $40 for that Joe Kelly omnibus. Get it while it's on sale, brother. Which was better, WCW or WWF? Boy, the WWF Attitude Era was fantastic. But when Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara went over to WCW, there was like 3 months there where I thought it was fantastic. So there you go. In '99, WWF was great. But then when Russo and Ferrara went to WCW, it was fantastic. That's my answer. It got very good very fast. But it was only for a short time. I'm going to try for him. Maybe. Oh, Brad Meltzer would be great. That'd be great too, Tom. He'd be great. Avengers Jeff Johns is 50 on. Wow. In Stock Trades has Avengers Jeff Johns for $50 and Brand New Day Volume 262. Thank you, Hogwash. Wow, that's great, guys. DP wants to know how old Chester is. Chester is maybe 10. He's my buddy. Rob says, Ray, I bought War Games based on your review. I'm only a few. Boy, it's great, isn't it? I love War Games. I think starts with these two girls go to a bar, and one girl says, hey, let's try this new drug. And the girl says, you mean the drug that's killing people? She goes, yeah, let's try that one. So the girl tries the drug, and guess what happens? That's how the story starts. And then Batman goes to the girl that survives. He goes to her house, and he wants her to tell him who sold him the drugs. And then he goes to the drug dealer's house, and he throws the drug dealer. The drug dealer lives in a Gotham high rise, and Batman throws him out of the building. That's how the story starts, with this drug dealer falling out of a high rise building that Batman has just thrown him out of. That's how the book begins. It is an awesome beginning. I just think it's a great omnibus, guys. I really love it. Goomba guy says Chester's very friend-shaped. He is. He's my buddy. Okay, it's just about time for me to do the giveaways, guys. Just about time to do the giveaways. Are we ready? I got to cut off talking because I got to do because I'll have to do Omnidog show. I'm going to save this for Monday. I'll open this on Monday, okay? I promise. Because I don't have time now with as long as I spent talking. Let's do our giveaways. Tom, we want to do member first? Do we want to do I want to do Gotham Central first or Batman and Robin Eternal? Which one are we doing first? And let's start with members, right? Because I got the hopper right here. My wife snuck in a coffee. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see her. But she snuck in this coffee for me. It's so good. Thank you so much. Thanks, baby. All right, let's go to, what do you think, Tom? Members and do a, put that one back in. All right. Let's do members and let's do, who can I ask? Who's in here that's a member? Give me someone who's a member. Which members are in the room right now? Isn't Wesley a member? Isn't Marvel Trucker Chris? Chris is a member. Chris, you are a member, buddy. Chris, you're a member. Sean's a member. Wes is a member. Guys, Rob's a member? What should I do for the members? One of you members tell me which book should I do? Batman and Robin Eternal, or should I do Gotham Central? You guys that are members. Okay, all you guys that are members, give me a vote. Siegel's a member. Gary D, LP, Aaron's a member. All you guys are members. All you guys, Piano Wizardry. Piano Wizardry's the original member. He's the OG member. All right. What should we give away? Going for the members. Should we do Gotham Central or should we do Batman and Robin? Put your votes in, guys. I'm seeing the members' votes. All right. Batman, Gotham Central. Batman. 1, 2, 3, 4. Batman and Robin Eternal it is. Batman and Robin Eternal it is, guys. Batman and Robin Eternal won out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're gonna do this for members. I hope one of you guys wins. I really do. I hope one of you guys win. And then we'll do the Gotham Central for the Eternal. Technically, a member can win both. You know what I mean? So you never know. But you can only win Batman and Robin Eternal if you are a member, guys. Here we go. Let's see who's going to win. What do you think, Chester? Who's going to win, buddy? Huh? Who's going to win? All right. Lick my fingers. Congratulations to the cool guy. The cool guy. I'm drawing another one. Oh, who was it? I didn't see who that was before I dropped it. NF. Is NF in the room? NF's always on the stream. NF. By the way, Orange says new rule is you got to be here to win. We should do that rule. That's cool. All right. Let's all right, so NF, I'm giving you Batman and Robin Eternal and the cool guy. Cool guy, I'm giving you I'll give something to cool guy. I will give you, what do I have here? The cool guy is getting, if I can reach it. The cool guy's going to get whatever the hell, whatever this is in the bottom that I cannot reach. By the way, I'll be giving this away Monday. Monday, I'm giving away New History of the DC Universe. All right. Let's do random. Random, Tom. We ready? All right. All right, guys. Here we go. NF, congrats on your Batman and Robin win. And cool guy, I promise something good for you, man. I just couldn't reach it. It is a trade paperback. All right, Tom. I'm gonna I'll count 3, 2, 1. When I get the 1, you start counting. Whatever number you pick, you count, and then you after you count, you text me. As soon as you text me, that is when I will stop. And I'm doing it now. Don't text yet, but I will randomly scroll. I'm randomly scrolling. And whoever I'm going to pick, you're not going to win shit. I'm going to pick somebody randomly, show you how it works. If you text now, I just go boom, and DP, you would have won. You don't win anything now, but you would have won. All right? That's how it works. I just scroll until Tom texts me. And as soon as I feel the text or see the text, I stop the thing. Then I read Tom's text, and there we go from there. All right, Tom? 3, 2, 1. I'm scrolling down to the bottom. Now I'm scrolling back up. Now I'm scrolling back up. Scrolling back down until Tom texts. Guys, look at my phone. You'll know when he texts. Now I'm scrolling back up. I'm going all the way down. I'm going back up to the top now. I'm slowing it down. I'm going a slower pace now. Here we go. Just waiting. We don't know. Tom might be counting to 200. We don't know. Now I'm all the way to the top. I started scrolling. I'm slowly scrolling now. Slowly scrolling down. We'll see as soon as Tom texts. Oh, wait a minute. Tom texted. What did he say? Tom said, and the trip to Gotham Central goes to DP. No way. Did DP win? How the hell did that happen? Congrats, brother. Holy crap. That's impossible. That's not impossible. I mean, that isn't, how did he just came up as the person who didn't win shit, and then he wins again. Holy crap. DP, send me an email, ChubbyRayComics@gmail.com. You win this, brother. NF, you win Batman and Robin Eternal. You guys, that's all the giveaways I can do tonight because I got to do Omnidog's show. I would stay on till 7:30 tonight, but I can't. I got to do a show, and I got to go to the bathroom first. You guys are great. I love you guys. I love these shows. We'll be back Monday. Monday, I'll be back at 5 p.m. Central Time. You guys are great. I love y'all. You're fantastic. New video is coming tomorrow for you freeloaders. New video is coming tomorrow morning. Members, you've already seen it. Members, the next video you're going to get are Chubby Ray's top 10 Batman stories. You'll be getting that some point tomorrow, I think, because that's going to get released Monday. Or maybe you'll get it Monday and it'll be released Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, you guys are great. I'll see you. I'm going to go to Omni Dog's vault because I'll be guesting on his show tonight. All right, I got to go to the bathroom, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everybody. Chester says goodbye.